Hello and welcome back to the Leadership Blog today. My name's Errol Lawson. I'm a minister, leadership coach and author of a fantastic new book called Do Something. Now my philosophy is this: if you can learn to lead yourself better, then your world is yours for the changing. I'll say that again. If you can learn to lead yourself better, then your world is yours for the changing. Now in today's blog I've got with me Pastor Ryan Johnson. Ryan, who is the minister at New Creations Ministry, is also a budding entrepreneur and founder of a brand new international franchise called Unique Design and Print. Now today I'm going to be speaking to Ryan specifically about leadership and finding out what his views on leadership are. So, without further ado, here's Pastor Ryan Johnson. Good afternoon, Pastor Johnson. How are you today?
How you doing? How's everything going?
Very good, very good. Listen, we're so glad and pleased to have you on the Leadership Blog today. As you know, we're talking about leadership, and you've established your own organization, your business, and expanding it internationally now. And I just wanted to find out from you really, what is your view on leadership? What is a leader?
I think one of my views on leadership is quite simple. The terminology leadership has the key word in there, lead. And it's actually just lead people and just really operate on a level where you can be an example in every way, form, or fashion, not only in the church, but as well in the marketplace, especially in the marketplace, because that's what we have to deal with from Monday all the way to Friday, even sometimes on a Saturday. And I believe one of the things about leadership is that sometimes people don't understand. It doesn't always mean position. Leadership is really about setting an example and really allowing people to see your life in every way, form or fashion, whether that be spiritually, mentally, or physically, and to allow them to see a part of you that will help to bring out the best inside of them, and to actually allow the gift to continue to show out to practically everyone out there.
That's great. That's awesome. So let me ask, so in your own leadership journey, what have been the key principles or leadership attributes that you've had to adapt into your own life to get you to where you are today?
I think one of the key, I would say, if I had to say anything, the key elements of leadership for myself in order to keep me going was really to stay humble in every way, form, or fashion, and as well at the same time to stay humble. Also to always keep my eye on what the whole purpose of the leadership was, keep my eye on the whole vision. And once I kind of kept my whole eye on the vision, it doesn't matter what hurdles or obstacles really stood in my way, I was still focused on it. So, you know, with leadership comes sometimes, yes, agony, frustration, pain, tears. But at the same time, as long as you can keep going beyond all of those things, it allows you to stay focused as a leader in every way.
Okay. So you said that keeping focused on the vision and humility. Is there one more thing, another key attribute you've had to adapt into your life?
I think what has helped me to keep sane as a leadership, and what has been really probably one of the greatest and biggest focuses is my family. I believe sometimes you can't lead unless you have excellent support, backing support for your life. And when you have the cheerleaders, like of course I have my wife and my son, and they're my biggest cheerleaders. And at the same time, they're pushing me, encouraging me in every way possible. And that's what allows me to be me, family.
That's great, man. That's great. There's probably some emerging leaders, some up-and-coming leaders are watching this video right now, and they're probably admiring your journey and your story, but not yet achieved or built or leading anything right now. What advice would you give to that young person watching?
The advice I'll first of all tell anybody out there that's watching this right now is the number one thing that I told my own brother a few years back, because my brother, he's going into medical, and when he first started, he didn't know if he wanted to do it, and vice versa. When I first started, I didn't know if I wanted to do it. And one of the key strategic elements that I actually told my younger brother is stick to the plan. If you know you've been given something, a vision or a dream or anything to that degree, stick to it. It doesn't matter what comes your way, as I was saying previously before, you've got to keep going ahead and running. And I would say anyone out there right now, if you're watching this, it doesn't matter how small it is. It doesn't matter if it's on the aspect of an artist, because somebody told me as an artist I could never make money. And now I'm sitting here on Constitution Hill with a graphic design organization. And I can tell you, if it's a vision, if it's a passion, you can make money and you can do what you need to do with it. But just stick to the plan. It could take 5 years, 7 years, or 10 years. Whatever it could possibly take, stick to it. Because it's going to be the very simple fact of you focusing, getting you to where you need to be.
That's awesome. And maybe they're hearing that fantastic point about sticking to the plan, and they're saying, God, I'm trying to stick to this plan, but I'm really struggling. What practical insight or just maybe 2 or 3 key things that they can do practically to help them to stick to that plan?
Well, practically, one of the first things I would say, it's like going to a bank and asking for a loan. They're not going to give you a loan without, of course, providing any form of documentation. I would tell you, as Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 says, to write the vision and make it plain, that every day you wake up in the morning or every evening you see it, you can continue to run with that vision. If you don't, it's like an architect and a builder. It's like a builder getting ready to build a house. Sometimes he has to go back to the vision, back to the architectural plans, in order to find out how to build the house. You can't build what you're trying to build unless you can see. So sight is so important to the whole dynamics of what you're trying to do. It will be the very thing when you write the vision down that encourages you and gets you back in focus to keep running towards the mark.
That's great. One more thing?
One more thing in regards to the whole thing. Of course, we understand sticking to the plan. Of course, we understand staying focused with the very vision that you see in front of you. And I would say the last and final thing is, don't let anybody stop you or take your joy. In other words, let me just say it in our terminology, don't be afraid of the haters. Because in everything you do, you're always going to have people that try to stop you, even during the process, like Naaman, when you're trying to build the wall. So in every way, form, or fashion, you need to keep going, keep running, keep operating. Don't focus on the haters, because if they're talking about you, that means you're important. So in every way possible, keep going, keep running.
Thank you, Pastor Ryan, and we appreciate your time today in the Leadership Blog, and wish you all the best for the future. Thank you.
Thank you so much.